Hello, hello. I am so excited because I am wanting to start going live on my YouTube channel. And so, welcome. This is my very first live on YouTube. I am not for sure all of the things that I'm doing, but just bear with me and we will get through some of the glitches that I have. Or that might actually come about. But anyway, welcome. My name is Anita Cordell. I have this YouTube channel and I love posting things that are about the living and the working and the playing, all things the weather related, food, the dining, the recreation, all kinds of things about Kansas City. And so as of right now, what I'm going to do today is just answer some questions that I've had in the past regarding moving to Kansas City. I want to make sure that what my videos are in the future are all about Kansas City, and I'm loving the fact that you are here watching. And so, again, I'm Anita Cordell. I am the lead of Yellow Brick Group, and we are in the process of growing, and we love doing videos about Kansas City. So, welcome. You are here. I am not going to be on here very long just because this is my very first time going live, but you are welcome to join in on the fun and be a part of this. Now, we did just happen to have Easter, and so Easter here in the Kansas City area was super fun. And wherever you're at, please put down in the comments below where you're watching. Let me know what you're doing and if you're considering moving to the Kansas City area, because I would love to hear more about you and what you're doing, and if you're having any questions about that. Now, just so you know, an overview of Kansas City, if you are not familiar with the area, Kansas City is a part of two states. We sit right on the state line of Kansas City. And so you've got part of the city in the Missouri side and part of the city in the Kansas side. And so there, we literally have a street that is called State Line Road. And so you're on one side of the street, you're in Kansas, and on the other side, you're on Missouri. And that goes all the way down to like the Brookside area. And it kind of deciphers between the two states. And so sometimes also one of the questions that I get about living on the two states is, if I work in the Kansas side, but I live on the Missouri side, how is that going to affect my taxes? And so every person is different. And so one of the things that you will want to consider is making sure that you answer those questions and talk to your accountant with those questions, because some people it's not a big deal, and other people consider it a big enough deal to want to live on one side of the state or the other. So another question that I get is about the basement. So if you are relocating from another state that doesn't have basements, like Florida and some areas of Atlanta, which I am helping clients move into town from both of those states, and they don't have basements. So one of the things that they ask is, how many of the houses have basements? We kind of want a basement. Most of the time, most of the houses actually here do have basements. Now, some exceptions would be some 55 plus communities. They actually are built on a slab. There's some other villa type areas, villa type communities that are not, don't have basements. Then you also have smaller homes that were in like some of the older areas about Roland Park and those types of things, cities. They might be 2-bedroom, 1-bath on a slab. Those are some of the older areas in our area. But most of the time, most houses have a basement, and whether they are a partial basement or a full basement, even in like Brookside area and the Westport area, those cities, a lot of times they will have basements. Now, there's going to be a difference between a basement and a finishable basement. Some of those basements that I talk about in the older towns and then the older areas, they will not have a finishable basement. They have like a stone foundation that is seeps in moisture, and it's just difficult to finish it off and have it. So most people, if they have a basement that is like this, but they love the area, they'll use it for storage or put things on little slats. So most houses do have basements here. And that leads me to another comment, a question that I get is quite often people ask me, so what's the weather like and how are the tornadoes? So yes, we do have tornadoes, but I've been living here most of my life and I have literally never seen a tornado. I've been in storms where there are tornadoes around me, but as far as being actually in the heart of a tornado, that has not ever happened in my lifetime. There has been areas of the Kansas City area that have been damaged by long, like tornadoes popping down, or what they call wind bursts. I have had a wind burst come through my yard and tear down a tree or two before, but as far as having the tornado actually affect me, that I've never had, and I've not ever actually seen one live. So hopefully that helps you. And I know I keep referencing the area of Brookside. Brookside is actually in another video that I do. It's actually going to be coming out here soon. It's the 5 best places to live in Kansas City, and I actually name Brookside as one of those places. Brookside is not really a city, it's actually a community, and it is like a rectangle right around just south of the Country Club Plaza area. And it is a fantastic area. And so I mentioned Brookside a lot. What it's like to live downtown, there are a lot of condominiums now. There's a lot of apartments. A lot of the people who buy a condominium downtown, they actually will rent them out to a lot of the medical students that are coming in. And so that's been a really great investment for a lot of people. As far as jobs are concerned, there are a lot of jobs here in the Kansas City area. In fact, the medical profession that I mentioned earlier is one of those areas that really gets a lot of exposure. We've got some really top-notch hospitals here in town, one being Children's Mercy. Children's Mercy is well known across the nation and around the globe as one of the best children's hospitals. And so a lot of people coming into town will try and get there, will relocate people there. But there's also Cerner is here. They're doing some expansion. There's also Sprint. We also have a big employer. Google is actually coming to our town. They're building a facility in the Northland. And then there's also some construction platforms and a big construction companies that are getting on board to move people here. And so those are some great opportunities as far as jobs are concerned. A lot of engineering companies are here. And so just a lot of opportunities. And so especially if you live in Johnson County or you're looking to work in Johnson County, there's Corporate Woods and some areas around Wyandotte County as well. So those are just some high level views. I just wanted to come on here and get my feet wet with going live, because I would like for it to be actually an ongoing basis to do live and answer questions that people have that are moving to Kansas City and to move there. One of the things that I also love to do is to walk through home sellers and home buyers in their process of purchasing or selling. In fact, this afternoon, I'm going to be going to a listing. They are an elderly couple that are trying to downsize and get away from stairs, and their daughter is coming into town, and I'm going to meet them over there and just talk to them about staging options and what they can anticipate in the coming months when they put their house up on the market. And so those are just some things that I am doing. One of the common questions that I get when it comes to a buyer is about inspections. Here in town, here in Kansas City, the buyer does a home inspection unless the seller has already done a pre-listing inspection, and I can walk through a seller regarding that as well. So the optimal time to do an inspection if you're a buyer is right after the contract is ratified. And so those are just another popular questions, but welcome. Again, certainly feel free, if my YouTube channel is fun to watch, give us a thumbs up, and be sure and also subscribe. And we will be posting more and more videos in the coming months. So if you have any questions, specific questions about an area in town, be sure and put it on the comments below so that I can see it and do a video for you and answer those questions. And also too, in the description below, my contact information is there, and you can certainly click on the Calendly link and get on my schedule to actually have a consultation with you and talk about what you're doing. Anyway, I just wanted to come on, say hello, and go live. And so hopefully this will be an ongoing thing. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday nights, and making that a regular basis, but I'll let you guys know. So have a good day, and I hope that my overview today in Kansas City was helpful, and in the future these will be a lot longer, and certainly answer more questions. But if you have any questions, certainly let me know. Have a wonderful day.